Is a blasting cabinet worth the money for your home garage? Let's find out. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Jason, this is Daly's Garage, and I just wanted to give an initial review today on a new tool I got for the garage. It's a a skat blast cabinet CV33. It's basically the smallest freestanding blasting cabinet you can get from TP Tools out of Ohio. I've got an upcoming project that I was wanting to do some Cerakoting on, and I needed a blasting cabinet of some sort to do it, and this seemed like the best deal out there. I ordered it about a week ago from TP Tools, like I said, and their customer service was absolutely excellent. I ordered it within 30 minutes. They called me, thanked me for my order, and then ensured that the delivery was coming to a residential. I was going to have a lift truck and all the stuff was going to be sorted out. So shout out to TP Tools, it was awesome. Again, this is basically the smallest freestanding blasting cabinet they offer. It's 33 inches wide, about 21 inches deep, and about 25 inches tall. It is a top loader. They obviously offer larger cabinets as you go up the line. I think the most popular is the 960DX, which is about 44 inches wide, much larger area. I got the blasting cabinet. They all come with a HEPA vacuum, which is awesome. So they're well made, and it'll keep the dust down and make it a lot better for like your DIYers like myself in a 2-3 car garage that don't want everything covered in dust when they're done working on whatever they're working on. I did order a couple things with it. I got the 12-inch turntable, which I think will make it a lot simpler since it is a smaller cabinet. I can just set the things on the turntable and just turn them around as I blast them. I got the regulator with the dehumidifier for it, and I also got the smaller 7 CFM nozzles for the gun. I don't have a 80-gallon or larger air compressor for my shop right now. I will be using a 30-gallon 2-stage Lowe's Cobalt air compressor. It's not really going to be up to the task, but if it doesn't cut the mustard, I'll go and get a real air compressor. This was about, it was $100 off, so it was $1,000 for the cabinet, and then I got another couple $100 worth of accessories. So all in with shipping and everything, it was about $1,500. Not really cheap, but not really that expensive for this type of setup. So that being said, let's break open the crate, see what we got. So as you can see, pretty sturdy cabinet, pretty thick steel construction. It's a top loader, it's got a real nice gasket on it. They send you with I think it's a 50-pound bag of media to start off with. I also ordered another 50 pounds of aluminum oxide. That's what's recommended, or 100 grit aluminum oxide. That's what's recommended for Cerakote. So it should work. Pretty decent. I'm about 6'2". Most people, when they get these cabinets, They are a little shorter, so most likely I'll be leaving it on the pallet like most people do. But being on the pallet, seems to fit just fine. Like I said, I mean, 33 inches wide, almost 2 feet deep, 2 feet tall. There's plenty of area in there to do like valve covers, intake manifolds, smaller parts like that. So far, pretty cool. Let's get this thing set up and then test some parts and see what it'll do. All right, as you can see, it's all set up. Took me about 30 minutes to set it up, wasn't too bad. Obviously it comes already pre-built. I left it on the pallet. Leaves it pretty good arm's length. I've already used it a little bit and it's pretty dang awesome. It doesn't create hardly any dust whatsoever. You can see I've got the water separator and the regulator mounted on the outside. It's mounted basically right there because it doesn't actually enter into the bolts that secure it don't go into the blasting cabinet, so I don't have to worry about sealing or anything like that. So it's basically mounted to the leg. You can see the vacuum there. Basically all I had to do was mount the flange on the outside of the blasting cabinet itself. It was 4 little sheet metal self-tapping screws with a gasket. Extremely simple. The light, again, a wing nut, holes already pre-drilled. Just put it up there, attach the wing nut, and run the plug out through the side, a pre-drilled hole that already has a gasket. Use the supplied hose for the, as you can see the gun in there. I used a quick disconnect for the gun. That way I can disconnect it from the gun and then hook up my just air compressor sprayer so I can spray the sand off the parts. And then just ran the hose to my air compressor. Again, like I said, I'm using a Cobalt 30-gallon 2-stage air compressor. For the most part, it keeps up. I did have one larger part. It did take about an hour, a couple hours to do the part because I wanted to give the air compressor time to cool off. I didn't want to overheat it. But other than that, I've got a couple parts I've already done here. You can see the differential cover and the valve cover. Those I just blasted off through one little sitting. Took about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes per part. I've got a couple parts loaded in the box right now. You can see my little turntable in there. Makes it easy. You can just sort of twist it around and blast away the parts. Those are the bottom brackets for my differential. Let's turn this thing on and blast those parts, see what happens. There you have it. completely blasted part. That's cast iron. 50 years old, paint, grime, blasted right off. So that's my total review of the TP Tools 33 or CS or CV33, I believe, the blasting cabinet. Like I said, super awesome tool. It does everything for like a DIYer. It's pretty good. If you're doing larger parts like wheels and things, yeah, you probably need to get the bigger, I think the 940 or the 960. But all the components are pretty much the same on all of them. You can't get a better vacuum. I am going to order the foot control just because it is a smaller space and having to pull the handle and it gets a little cumbersome. So I'm going to get the foot control. That should make things a little bit easier, but I mean, that's just nitpicking really. Other than that, the thing it's done everything I've asked it to do. No dust residue in the garage. Again, being a DIYer, being in a 2-car garage, that's the one thing. You don't want dust and garbage everywhere. It's well sealed. I like it. 2 thumbs up.